Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the RCRL Tier 1 Championship. My name is Wado, and I will be your commentator for this evening. This weekend, we are in Baku, Azerbaijan, the pinnacle, one of the pinnacle tracks for speed, but also accuracy. We are currently on the back from a race in Monaco, Monte Carlo, where last weekend we saw heavy rains at the historical street circuit, and with a extremely dominant win from, who was it again? Gunin Rav, who doesn't seem to be racing today, as we see R7 Luke go straight into the wall there. That's what happens when you try and cut the chicane a bit too hard. But we are starting off here in Q1. Just seeing what can be done here. What sort of benchmark times are we going to be seeing here today? Who's going to make it into the top 10? We have a substitute racer, Martin, 389377. Martin, how you doing? Nice to see you. In the Aston Martin in place for Raga. Not sure where he is today. Fortunate not to see him. He came off a brilliant second place. Could have been a potential P1 in Monaco last weekend. But it seems he's... as Martin seems to take the pit lane exit a bit wide there. But yeah... now, if you guys don't mind, I will be just commentating back and forth. I know my usual commentating style is very active, but I have just come off a race in Tier 2 myself. I will be looking to eat some food in the middle. I might not commentate too much on this Q1 because there's not too much to talk about. We'll get more into that into Q2 and Q3. Hello there to all those who've joined. Welcome to Tier 1 RCRL Baku. Currently Weil on Inters. Interesting reason. Not sure what the weather's going to be looking like for this race. That should be interesting. In Tier 2 we had a touch of wet at the start of Q1. However, that cleared up pretty quickly considering we only had around 15-16 people. We were all able to... well, most of us were all able to get into Q2 on Inters or just with a fairly lacking laps. But we won't focus too much on Tier 2. Who is out on laps? Currently posted at in the Alfa Romeo leads without the timings with a 38.1. Wedgie not far behind with 38.14. Dublin man there as well. Interested to see if he can do anything. He was known for strong qualifying performances throughout of last season. See if he can put his Red Bull into any strong position at all. But we've got quite a few people here, just taking it easy. It's Q1, plenty of time to get a lap in. Kaji, Stone Elk, Kills Rapid Antonio, Martin, Tommy, and so forth. all just easing around. We'll stay on board with Kadji for now, as Martin, Aston Martin, first race of his debut at his first race, but puts in a 37.6. Be interested to see what sort of times we can get around here. But XTR Red has already gone 2 tenths faster, I should say, nearly 3 tenths actually, than that, with a 37.4. Brilliant time there from XTR Red. These times are only going to get faster, assuming it stays dry. Very nice helmet design there from XTR Red. Always love a good helmet design from the drivers. Again, these times are all going to get faster. Definitely expect to see people break into the 36s. Maybe should be interesting to see what happens there. We've got yellow flags going up. I think it's just some people trying to get through. Some of the Williams and the Alpines. Or it's one of the Red Bulls actually of Unseen. Hits that curb very hard actually. As soon as we see someone go around, we might just do a quick... No, we won't do a lap just yet on board explaining how to perform this track. But it should be interesting to see what goes on here today in Baku. Here comes the I am stupid section. Charles Leclerc braking, going through here really tight for all those curves, and you've got to be quite slow through here. Again, it's these sections, as Unseen, again, he's just on an outlap. He's just getting a feel for it. Matt Vell in the Haas. Good to see Haas make a comeback here with a 1:37.3. Brilliant time from the Haas there. Matt Vell. We've got 9 people here on the stream. How are you guys doing today? My name is Roddo. Welcome to the RCRL Tier 1 Championship Round 5 here in Baku. Unfortunately, I am doing a solo stream today. A solo stream today. Unfortunately, Cushy, my normal co-commentator, big up Florida man, he could not make it today because I think he's got some sort of packing to do. Anyway, hopefully we'll see more of Cushy. Maybe I'll be able to do some more commentary with him because I do enjoy doing all this commentary. I know a lot of you guys really keen to get more commentators on, because you guys not like to be able to watch back the streams. I'm personally a bit annoyed we didn't have a stream for the Tier 2 race. Other than that, philosophers on board, but you know, it's good to have a stream going and have a Mercedes in the wall. Okay, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, back to the actual racing. We've still got about 5 people yet to put in laps as of now. We're currently seeing best times as of now. Matt Vell, XTR Red, low 1:37s. I do expect people to break into the 36s at some point. The question is, who will it be? Will it be Stone Elk? Will it be Killswap? Stone Elk, classically, the Rainmaster, as I know him as, because all he would do last season is just outperform everyone in the wet. Will it be wet later? What will we find out? I might just get my phone up real quick, see if I can get a live feed going, because I don't know if you guys are saying anything. Picture is really dark, maybe increase the camera. I've just been told that apparently there are some issues with the stream, so bear with me, guys. Well, that doesn't look too much better. I've just been told apparently the gamma seems to be a bit low. Maybe it's quite dark for you guys. I'm not really sure how to change that, I'm afraid. Hopefully the screen isn't too dark for you guys to see. I'm just going to put up the stream myself and just have a look. So bear with me, guys. Oh, I do get what you guys mean. It is quite dark. Something to do with the contrast, yeah. I'm not too sure how to change that, I'm afraid, because I think this has got to do with maybe that's maybe got to do with some of the stream settings. Just bear with me, guys. I've just realised I've sent out my coordinates. Oh god. No one look at my IP address. Graphics. I'm not sure how much that's done, to be fair. I'm just trying to adjust the settings to you guys to try and make the graphics a bit better, but it doesn't seem to be doing too much. Doesn't seem to be doing too much. I'm really sorry about the lighting, guys. I'm not really sure what's happening with this, but I honestly don't know if this isn't doing anything on my screen, so I'm just going to turn it all the way to the max and see if that does anything. But anyway, again, hi everyone who's still watching. I'm being told like that apparently this just dynamic weather time, realistic start time. So this will be about midday then, maybe just in the afternoon. I'm aware that apparently the stream is really dark for some of you guys, but I can't seem to change too much. On my screen it looks absolutely fine, but it's probably something to do with the stream settings. I'm not 100% sure. I'm really sorry about this, guys. I can't do too much about this, I'm afraid, guys. I know it's a bit dark, but anyways, so currently Matt Vell still tops the time sessions in Q1, 50 seconds to go. We've got XGR Red P2 currently, and then Martin in the Aston Martin, P3. with a 37.6, and then Matt Vell obviously 37.3, XTR 37.4, and so on and so forth. Loopy in the Mercedes currently at the bottom with 39.0. He's going to need to pick up the pace if he wants to be able to get into Q2. And so do these other two. Ooh, the TV's going to turn off. No, it isn't. Kaji and Antonio, these guys do need to pick up the pace as well. Alpine's appearing on the back foot. I always find this interesting. The Red Bulls are never, maybe, I don't know. They're consistent with each other, which is always fun to see. Just unfortunate they're never really pushing for those top points, but maybe I'm jinxing it. Maybe they'll get a double podium finish this race. Should be interesting to see. Urgency player, Rendable colours, I don't bloody know. Anyway, let's just stick with the race for now. We've currently got our top 10 apart from Wedgie, who has invalidated, so he'll probably stay P6. Kills Rap comes to the pit, staying P7. We've got Tommy, Breezy, DTV, Kaji, Antonio, and Loopy coming across the line now. Tommy stays P12. Tommy, the current championship defender from last season, seemingly on the back foot. Merc Fusion P13, DTV, Loopy comes in with a 38.2, good time from him there, P13 for him, but is he going to get pushed out by Antonio is the question. No, he should stay, so he should be safe, but Tommy might get pushed out. No, he won't actually, Antonio is in the pit. Interesting line taking him to the pit there, but that is Q1 as of now today, guys. Our current rundown, Matt Vell, XTR Red, Martin, making his debut here, P3 as of now, very strong performance from him, R7 Luke, Weil, Breezy, Wedgie, Kills Rapid, Stone Elk, Kaji, Stone Elk, Posted Lad, Kaji, Dublin Man, Unseen, I think I missed out XTR Red and P2, but you know, we move. Unseen, Loopy and Tommy are drivers to get into Q2. And we will now, unfortunately, have a look. Oh, nice helmet. I think that's Tommy's helmet. He's really repping the home colours very nicely. The Frenchman really bringing it with that French helmet. Matt Vell and the Haas topping the time sessions. So, unfortunately, we do say goodbye to, in Q1, Merc Fusion, DTV, and Antonio Pio. Let's see what happens later on, now, in Q2. For the RCRL Tier 1 Championship. Welcome back everyone to the RCRL Tier 1 Championship here in Baku for round 5. We've got XGL Red, R7 Luke, Loopy, Weil, Matt Vell, Unseen, Dublin Man, all on outlaps as of now. Who's out in front? I do believe that is the Ferrari of Weil. Number 15, SSR Gasly has to... Oh god, that's not good. He shouldn't be able... I've been told multiple times apparently Gasly is not allowed to join. well, hopefully he won't be able to take a seat at this point, because we had multiple occasions. We had to restart the game multiple times because of this gentleman. Hopefully he doesn't disrupt the flow of the race too much. But we're going to stay on board with Weil now, the first person to be on a flying lap. We're going to stay on board with him, see what he can do. Coming up to turn 3, braking early-ish. You want to just kiss that inside apex, but don't go too wide because you lose time. Same with this one. Kiss the inside apex. Go wide on the exit. Get a good exit. Wide into this turn. Then you want to run that inside apex, and then again, do not want to hit that inside apex on the exit. Braking very early and then cutting across that apex into the I am stupid section. Really hitting those curbs hard round here. Slowing right down for the castle section. Don't go too wide here. Make sure to keep that traction good. Traction outlet, excuse me, is absolutely key. Fast through with the flat out left-handers of turn, those turns, the old city section. Coming through here at the end of the second sector, purple it obviously, all bit hard on that inside curb. I'm not sure if that's meant to happen. However, we're going to be going flat out through the fast left right-hander onto the final main straight through, making flat out of this turns. DRS coming up here, open it as early as you can. Obviously, don't miss it. Coming across the line now, it's going to be a 1:38.4. Not too good of a time. There's quite a bit more time in there. Who's going to be coming across the line next though? Is that Loopy with time? What's he going to do? Oh no, it was actually XTR Red with 37.7, but Loopy comes across the line with 38.5. So there's still plenty more time in there. Oh, again, XTR, obviously this is strategy central. I should have mentioned Weil and Loopy, interestingly, as well alongside Matt Vell, qualifying on the soft tyres. R7 Luke and XTR Red out qualifying all three of them on the harder compound on the mediums. So 37.7, that's a very good time from XTR Red. He should be able to carry that on the mediums into Q3 fairly easily. Strategy here wise, it could be all over the place, and it could entirely rely on safety cars. So obviously you're, without safety cars, you'll be looking to do a one-stop medium to hards, but you want to tyre save throughout that time. A soft to hard strategy is doable. You'll have to tyre save pretty much most of the Grand Prix if you were to do that. Wedgie goes fastest with 37.5 on the soft tyre, only by 0.2 faster than XTR Red, so he's probably going to need to pick up the pace a bit more if he wants to be able to make that stick. We've still got quite a few, about 7 people left to put in times. I'm not sure who's currently on a flying lap as of now. We've got some yellow flags in Sector 3 and Sector 1, but I think that's just some some cars trying to get past each other. So it should be interesting to see what kind of strategy we've got to play here. I know from Tier 2, I managed to... I don't want to sound like I'm flexing here, because I'm not. I'm really not. I did compete one. That's still not the important bit. That was on a 2-stop strategy. However, that was also with the massive help of a virtual safety car that lasted my entire time in the pits, putting on some new softs. 2-stop. Oh, and Stonell goes right into the wall there, loses pretty much all of his front wing there. That was a rather dodgy move. I saw him go into that turn, absolutely committed. Yes, but not committed in the turn, committed to going to the wall. And we've got someone stopped on the track as well. It's a Red Bull of, I think, Dublin Man? No, it's a Unseen, who's also DNF'd as well. Don't know what on earth happened there. And Tommy's locked up and gone into the runoff area there at turn 1. So people clearly not on top of their tyres as they would have liked. Very interesting. But we will continue as of now. I'm just looking at the stream again. Again, it is a bit dark for you guys. I'm really sorry about that, but there's not much I can do. Apparently it's something to do with the gamma adjustment, but I can't seem to adjust mine. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. But you guys will have a stream to watch. You guys will have a stream and a commentator to listen to. Stone Elka stays P10, even when that lap crushing his front wing. That was an interesting manoeuvre. You never know. Might have been tactical. That was tactical. That you see that hit into the wall? Yeah, that was tactical. All tactical here from the Williams man of Stone Elk. Okay, I'm just going to grab a bit of food now, guys, so I'll be silent for a sec. But don't go anywhere. Hi guys, I am back for commentary. So as of now, Wedgie, XJR Red, R7 Luke still maintain the top 3 positions. Dublin Man in the Red Bull with a very good time of 38.2 on the mediums. So we've currently got 4 people attempting to get through on the medium compound of tyre. That being XJR Red, R7 Luke, Dublin Man and Loopy. Unfortunately, Unseen seemed to have a bit of an incident on the track. So that should be interesting. So that must be unfortunate for the man in the Red Bull. His teammate currently P4. On board with Loopy actually. He purpled the middle sector. Let's see what he can do here. He is on the medium compound of tyres as well. How much is he up in his delta by? I don't think I can say, but I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do here. What's he going to do here? What are you up to, Loopy? Coming across the line now. It's going to be... I got trolled. That must have been the glitch. Loopy, mate, you got me excited. Anyway, 38.4 on the mediums. Alright time, but definitely within the danger zone. We've still got quite a few more people. We've got Martin, Tommy, I think that was. Just goes P... That was Tommy? No, that wasn't Tommy, that was Martin, actually, sorry. Martin, the Aston Martin. Oh, for God's sake. The Aston Martin. Just went P9. That's really annoying. Can we get Martin a different seat? Because I'm going to be saying Martin, the Aston Martin, quite a bit. Anyway, I won't get too bothered. Anyway, again, still not too much going on. I'm going to grab some more food while I'm at it, guys. Just wait to see what happens. We're going to wait for probably till about the 3-minute mark, maybe 2-minute mark, is when things can start spicing up here in Q2. Everyone's going to rush the line, maybe switch onto the soft compound and make a break for it. Maybe compromise their strategy. Should be interesting to see. Okay guys, we are back and we have how long left to qualify? We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we have a bit of mind games here with Stone Elk backing up the pack. Who is that? I think that's this Posty lad getting held up by Stone Elk, maybe one of them trying to get a slipstream off the other. Posty lad's very close, they're both on outlap, so Posty lad will get quite a large slipstream down the main straight then. I'm going to stay with these guys, just see what happens. Could end in tears, or it could end in the wall, or it could end with Posty lad on pole. Could be interesting to see. We've got yellow flags in sector 2. I think that's just one of the. We've got a huge queue now. Everyone's coming out now to do their laps. Everyone's on their out laps now, and everyone seems to be on the soft compound tyre. So this should be very interesting to see. Tyre. We want to see what they've fitted as of now. So yes, we currently have Dublin Man. He's committed to his medium compound run, and so is XDR Red, who actually retired from the. Let me just check to make sure he retired legitimately, and not. He seems to have retired out of his own free will and not crashing into the wall. But anyway, we're gonna stay with some of these guys. There's a huge queue building up. We've got a Haas of Matt Vell really backing up. No, that's not Matt Vell. It's R7 Luke backing up the pack. Not even backing up the pack. Just a huge queue coming up behind him. So they're gonna have to stop and wait. And you don't want to leave it any less than 20 seconds to the line. Now we've got a whole load of people, just like in real life, wanting to get a good slipstream through the final main straight, because it is one of the longest straights on the calendar if we exclude last year with Vietnam. Yes, so we've got quite a lot of people very close together, if I may say so myself. Who's that? Who are those two guys? Very, very, very close together. We've got a Haas of Matt Vell, and I think that's a Alpine, or was that a Williams? No, it's Kaji. Yes, it's Kaji right behind him, actually. He's going to get a very nice slipstream. It shouldn't compromise his race too much, but he might get a bit of dirty air through there. Now, who's out in front? Stone Elk currently leads these guys. Tommy is right behind him. His qualifying is going to be compromised somewhat, because he's going to be getting a load of dirty air from Stone Elk. This is fairly interesting to see. Stone Elk does purple the first sector, very nice through that first sector there and into the second sector. But Tommy, he's going to be right behind him. He's going to have to be braking earlier than he would have liked, because he maybe mistimed the qualifying, the run. Yes, you look at it through here. He's going to be getting a load of dirty air that he doesn't want, really compromising his traction through some of these corners. Kills Rapid goes P2 with a 1:37.7 on the soft compound tyres. We've got a Mercedes coming across the line now. That is Loopy coming across the line. DRS open, flat out across the line. Or is he coming to the pits? No, he's coming into the pits. Interestingly. So let's go back to Stone Elk actually. Again, he's got. So while Tommy may have been compromised slightly in those middle sectors with Stone Elk right in front of him, what he'll get now is a huge slipstream, and so will quite a lot of people. So there's going to be a whole load of times coming through now. Stone Elk comes in, goes P6, Tommy goes P5, across the line now. Posty Lad was that, he goes P4. Next up, Kaji, he goes P11. Who was that? Martin in the Aston Martin goes P1 with a 37.3. Brilliant time from him there. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. And that is qualifying. That ended rather spectacularly and rather quickly, if I may say so myself. Martin, reserve or maybe permanent for the Aston Martin, we don't know. 2/10 ahead of P2 contender Wedgie in the Ferrari, and Kills Rapid just behind them. XDR Red and Double Man, the only two contenders getting into Q3 on the medium tyres. Very, very good laps from both of them. And so rounds off our Q2 here for RCRL. Martin in the Aston takes P1 with a very comfortable, with a nice lead of a tenth ahead of Wedgie, Kills Rapid, XTR Red, one of the few. Oh, so we have three drivers on medium tyres. Those being XTR Red, R7 Luke, and Matt Vell. Only just making it into Q3 there. Unfortunately, we say goodbye to, for now, Loopy, Kaji, Weil, and Breezy. Hopefully they can, and Unseen, of course, who I think crashed on this straight. So we will be back very shortly for Q3 of this championship. Don't go anywhere. Hello everyone and welcome back to the race here in Baku for the Tier 1 RCRL Championship. We're currently on board with XTR Red, showing strong form after his previous rather disappointing races in Monaco, Spain and Bahrain. Hopefully he can pull something back here. Again, I'm really liking that helmet from him. Really nice design, really sticks out, especially with his car. Very Lewis Hamilton-esque with that purple. Oh, very nice with that blue. Anyway, I'm not going to get too caught up on helmet designs. We're going to stay on board with XTR Red. We're going to do a fast lap for you guys here. So coming through the last few turns of this race, you want to straight line the car as quickly as you can and stick to that for the remainder of the straight. DRS open at the section and coming to the turn one, braking just after the 100-meter board, staying on just on top of those apexes, braking at that little stop sign there, really kissing that inside curb at turn two, and then flat out DRS open onto the second straight here at Baku. Coming up to turn three, you want to brake just in between the 100 and 150-meter board. Don't take too much that curb. That was pretty well done by XTR Red, braking at about 50 meters just before, and then taking a wide exit there and getting a good exit. Taking a wide entry here into turn 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. I've lost count already. Again, really nice there, really smooth. You have to be really smooth with that middle section there. Coming across here, braking just before the 50-meter board, cutting that corner really nicely into the castle section. You've got to be so precise here, and XTR Red this is where the high downforce and all those setups comes into play. Does he invalidate? I don't think he does. I think he's done a really good job there. Yes, you can see there he's managed to keep the car on the circuit, coming through the final few turns of the track. Some people you can literally cut that corner just there, as many have seen, braking just before, in between I should say, the 50 and 100 meter board, purple in the middle sector, and now smooth through the S's here, taking a touch amount of curb into the final straight, and now you just have to sit and wait and hope you get a good time here. DRS open, MC Hammer has joined, he comes across the line here. What's it going to be for XTR Red? It's going to be a 37-1. Absolutely fantastic time there from the man in the AlphaTauri. Coming across the line, I think that is R7 Luke, I do believe. I think he is, yes, he is on a lap himself. What's he going to be able to do? He doesn't get anywhere near. 3/10 off XTR Red. Next up, we have Kills Rapid, I do believe, in the Williams. He takes a very close entry. He goes P3 with a 37.5. Next up, we have Dublin Man in the Red Bull. What can he do? Notorious for his strong qualifying performances. Only P4 from now with a 37.9. We've got Matt Vell in the other Haas coming across the line now. He goes, oh, he outpaces XTR Red by 0.08. Tommy comes across the line as well in the Aston Martin with a 37.7. Who is that? Martin making his debut again with a 37.4. Good time from him there. Very consistent times we've seen from him. We've got Posty there coming across the line now. He goes P7 with a 37.5. Now we're just waiting for Stone Elk and Wedgie, who's decided to come out a bit later. We're going to stay on board with Stone Elk for now. What can he do? Can he tap into those top times? What can he do? The question really is lap data open. We're going to stay on board with him for now. Let's just close those up. Middle sector, a 1:14. I'm not sure what that rest of it said, but again, we're just going to stay with him now. What can he do? 25.26. Again, you just got to wait. There's nothing you can do at this point. You just have to hope and pray that your first and middle section are good enough. The last sector is literally 2 turns and a straight. What can he do? He goes P9 with a 38.4. Not too strong for him there, but now we're just waiting for the last man, Wedgie, in the Ferrari to start his lap and then see where he can put his Ferrari. So that is the first round of the showdown here in Q3. With Matt Vell currently on pole, XTR Red taking P2, but he would have had a disadvantage. Being the first man out on track, he would have had a disadvantage in terms of track performance. This is where the second run of Q3 is where the track is going to get its most evolved. We're going to get the fastest times. I expect one person, maybe Matt Vell, maybe XTR Red, maybe someone else on the grid, to tap into those 136s. We're just going to get a very nice slipstream from Posty Lad here, going onto the main straight. Posty Lad is on his in lap. He's going to give his we'll say co-teammate, because Alfa Romeo Ferrari, they have a very close connection. Stay on board with him, touch that inside, go round here on top of that apex through into turn 2, braking nice and early, not too late. Don't want to lock up and go into the runoff area and lose all your time. It wouldn't be too costly here in qualifying, but in a race situation it would be absolutely ghastly. Staying on board, we're going through the Minecraft section, as I've just thought of, because all it is just right-hand turns. It's just a block section. You could build this really easily on Minecraft. But coming through here, purple's the first sector with a 34.2. Let's just have a quick look at the race director. What did Matt Vell do? He did a 34.0, so we know that is a lie. Oh, the race director, so useful. Wedgie coming through the cross section. Oh, he does have a bit of oversteer there, or was it understeer? Because he had to readjust it there. Will he be able to keep that valid? He does keep that time valid through to the end of the castle section. But what can he do into the last section? This is where time really matters. He cuts that corner really nicely, loses the car a bit, but he's going to have gained quite a lot of time from here, braking at about 65, maybe 70 metres. And purple's the middle sector. Might have been legit, actually, considering how well he was able to hold the car after launching it across that chicane. But let's see what he can do here. Got a lot of some of these camera angles, actually. He's going to come across the line now. He's 1, 2, 3, 4. What time is he going to set here? And he's not going to set a time. Interesting. I think he was on track for quite a good shot, quite a good time there. But he disagrees. He's now going to come back into the pits, change his tyres, and we've already got someone coming out. I was going to say it's time for a quick break while we wait for the rest of these guys to come back out. But no, I think that was Matt Vell, or was that? It wasn't. It was R7 Luke in the Haas. These Haasses are wasting no time. They're making their reputation stand as the American team. These guys are going to be very strong in this race, as we can see by these times so far. Hopefully we can get a really good race out of this today. So R7 Luke, the first person to come out for a second run. So will he get a third run in? He might. He has 3 minutes 80, so no, this will be his second and last run. He's come out nice and early. He wants to be able to get that track position. He wants to be able to get out in front. But he will have the downside of possibly no proper slipstream. He invalidates it there, but this is only an out lap, so we don't need to worry too much about that. Next up, I think we have Tommy in the Aston Martin, number 21, is that it? Number 21, I think. Good meme right there. Number 21 in the Aston Martin. But show me the camera angles. I want to see what the number is. 27, sorry. Less of a good meme. And we've also got Double Man just behind him. So now we know the order. We've got Kills Rapid and then Matt Vell, the current man on provisional pole in the Haas, coming out as well. And now we've got all the rest of these drivers. Posty Lad, we've got XTR Red, we've got Wedgie. They're coming out for their final runs. Quite a long lap here. Quite a long out lap here at Baku. So it should be interesting to see who gets out in time. So R7 Luke has invalidated actually, so he will oh god, don't scare me like that, mate. I thought you'd invalidated. So coming through the first few turns, getting good exit through. We're going to stay with Luke for now and just maybe drop back a few times. Is his teammate? No, that's not his teammate. That is in fact Martin in the Aston Martin, giving him a bit of a slipstream down that first straight. Is he going to get out of the way, or is he just going to full throttle stend it? He does want to be a bit careful here. Might want to get time on that curb there, but he doesn't want to get too caught up behind the Aston Martin because he'll get a load of dirt here, and Martin does get out of the way for him. Good sportsmanship shown there. Coming through the first sector, doesn't purple it. He's actually up on his delta. Yes, he's going to have lost a lot of time there, clipping that inside curb through the start of the first sector. Second sector, I should say. So Tommy does actually purple that first sector. It is Tommy, I do believe, is coming through. Yes, it is. He is the next man coming through. He is only 0.07 up on his time, though, which makes me think, was he actually purpling the first sector? Very smooth through this castle section, really pushing the car through all those really sharp turns. Double Man is close behind him, though. He might get a bit of a slipstream onto that main straight. Has R7 Luke managed to get back up on his time? No, he's managed to gain some time, but he's still 0.019 down on his time. I don't think he's going to be able to make an improvement from his current position. But what's this? Tommy's coming up right behind him. He might get a bit of a slipstream. No, he won't actually. That's me lying. That's actually Martin, who's going to get a very nice slipstream onto his final lap with 30 seconds on the clock left to go. R7 Luke comes across the line now. He isn't able to improve on his time, but unless he wants to go for unless he's going for another shot here, should be interesting to see. So we maybe get the telemetry up. That's not how you get the telemetry up. Tommy goes P3 with his time with a 37.1, I should say. Yes, let's put that telemetry up. Let's have a look at R7 Luke. He can go for another run, but he's going to be very low on ERS by the end of it. Double Man, was that? No, that was Kills Rapid. No, it wasn't even Kills Rapid. It was... Oh, it was Stone Elk come across the line to start his final lap. Qualifying is now finished, so now it is a make or break situation. Kills Rapid finishes his lap with a 37.2, only good enough for P4. Matt Vell, he can't be stopped. He breaks the 36s with a 36.9. What can anyone else do? We've got Posty Lad, who's now coming across. He's up 4/10, so he should be able to improve quite a bit on his time. We've got a Ferrari of Wedgie just behind him. Is he be able to get a good slipstream from him? Probably not. He's quite far behind. But again, you never know. Matt Vell's finished his qualifying with an absolute stormer. Posty Lad goes P5 with a 37.2. Good time from him there in the Alfa Romeo. Wedgie, but Matt Vell has absolutely been trampled on by Wedgie's time with a 36.7. Get in the bit. No, that's a bit rude. Sorry about that. Now we're just waiting. XTR Red, though, he also breaks into the 36s with a 36.9. His best qualifying performance of this season as of now. P2, who's coming across the line now? Is it Tommy? Is he on a run? I'm not sure. No, he is up on his time, though. He's very low on ERS. We've got yellow flags. He's not gonna have much push across the line. He's got 3. He's got 2. He's got 1% of ERS left. He's out, and he's across the line, and he's only P6 as of now. And this has been an absolute mental qualifying session. We've still got Doubleman who's invalidated, and we've got Stone Elk who's going to be coming across the line now. What's he going to put in? Is he able to break into the rest of that top 10? Goes across the line, stays P10, and that is qualifying over. An absolutely fantastic qualifying from our top 10 here today. Our top, all of everyone actually, even those who unfortunately got kicked out in Q1 and Q2. But we have our pole sitter as of now, Wedgie, with an absolutely crushing 36.7 time. XTR Red close behind with a 36.9, and Matt Vell unfortunately wasn't able to get that pole position he wanted with the 36, but stays in the 36s. So we have 3 members of the Tier 1 here in the 36s. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So just having another quick look at the rundown of our top 10. Wedgie, XTR Red, his best qualifying position to date. Very strong time from XTR Red there. Matt Vell, Martin, currently in the Aston Martin. R7 Luke, Tommy, Kills Rapid, Posty Lad, Doubleman, and Stone Elk to finish off our top 10. Don't go anywhere. We've got our race. We've got an absolutely fantastic race in line for you guys tonight. For the RCRL Tier 1 Championship here in Baku. It would appear that SSRL or LR, he doesn't really deserve a title in my opinion, because he keeps ruining our matches. Gasly has joined the session, meaning we're going to have to restart this lobby. Unfortunately for all the Tier 1 drivers. It would have been so nice to just be able to let this flow through this entire session, but we're just going to have to wait for a second while we get this lobby back together. If any of you guys are still watching, I am still here. I'm just waiting for the race to start. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. It's about time we got started. Apologies for that interruption. We had to deal with a certain driver who would have held up this race quite some bit if we hadn't got rid of him, but it is all good now. Welcome back to the race here in Baku, Azerbaijan, Tier 1 for the RCRL Championship. Your pole sitter for today is Wedgie in the Ferrari. XTR Red with his best qualifying performance of this season, start P2 on the medium compound, so he will be in the strongest position for strategy as of now. Matt Vell and excuse me, and Martin make up the second row with R7 Luke and Tommy. Also a Haas and Aston Martin making up the third row. Fourth row, Kills Rappin and Posty Lad put in some very good times. Hopefully they can try and go into those top guys and score some decent points. Doubleman and Stone Elk line up the fifth row of the grid, and now we come to the bottom last 10. Strategic pole position goes to Loopy in the Mercedes, with Kaji following close behind on the sixth row of the grid. Weil and Breezy follow up with Unseen, Merc Fusion, DTV, Antonio, MC Hammer and Lizard King to line off the final few drivers on the grid. We are now just watching these few drivers warm up their tyres, and we will be waiting for them to start this race for the RCRL Tier 1 Championship here in Baku. It's going to be a good race. Let's just have a look at tyres real quick. Starting on the mediums, we have XTR Red, Matt Vell, R7 Luke. The only three contenders to manage to get into Q3 on the mediums. A brilliant time from XTR Red. Particularly, he managed to put his car onto P4, I do believe it was P2 at one point. The rest of the grid, we have Loopy starting on the mediums. We have Weil, Breezy, Unseen, Merc Fusion, DTV and MC Hammer, the other medium compound runners as of now. We have plenty of other runners also on the softs. Wedgie will probably get the better start of the front runners here, being on the softer compound, and should be able to push off into the distance. He'll pray there isn't too much of a safety car, but maybe not. It'll be interesting to see as Kaji and Loopy are disqualified from the warm-up lap. They may have just made a bit of contact, nothing too severe. Here we are watching the rest of the cars come up to the line here. Let's see what they can do today. Let's see what are we going to get from these guys today. Wedgie on pole position, XTR Red following closely behind. Let's see what happens here today. We are now waiting for the final few cars to line up on the grid. Tyres nice and toasty, waiting for those critical lights to come on. And let's see what can happen here in RCRL. The race is starting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. It's lights out, and we're underway. And I think Wedgie managed to get the better start, but XTR Red is actually no. He's managed to get in front of him. He cuts him off. They go into turn 1. They're wheel to wheel. Wedgie's managed to get a better exit out off into turn 2. They're going to be able to, and we've already got a safety car with a lap not even gone, and XTR Red I think managed to get in front of Wedgie, which is excellent for him. He managed to stay in front, which means he is in front. And who is that? Who are those other 2 guys? We have, I think that was, who was that? That was Kaji in the Alpine, unfortunately caught up. Let's just have a look at grid positions, changing positions. He's gone down 8 spots, so he had a very poor start. So it should be interesting to see what will happen from that. We have a safety car already here. Official DCV managed to get a brilliant start off the line, taking 3 positions in those first 2 corners before the safety car came out. Not even 2 corners here, even done 1 corner, because the safety car came out literally as XTR Red and Wedgie were wheel to wheel into turn 2. Oh, watch out, Breezy there. Don't want to take your wing out under a safety car. So XTR Red leads the way. You can see tyre strategies. We've got either medium hard or the medium soft. Now for tier 2, I was able to win it only just, I will admit, for doing a medium soft, with the benefit of a very long-standing virtual safety car that managed to let me pit and get out onto soft tyres and then chase down the front runners, Arves and Jay Morris, on hard compounded tyres. They were both doing a 1-stop. So again, it's all up in the air for what strategy could be. It could also depend on what these situations with safety cars, but we already have a safety car out already, so some people may come into the pits as of now. So we just do not know. Let's just check the feed real quick. Is anyone going to come into the pits now? Change onto some medium tyres maybe? I wouldn't think so. It's still very early on in the Grand Prix. All those tyres will still be up to very good performance there. We think we do have 2 contenders in the pits actually. We've got Weil and Breezy. They are going to be going on to the medium tyres. Oh, actually, Breezy goes onto the softs, actually. I think there might have been a bit of damage. We've got the other McLaren of MC Hammer and Lizard King also. So I think these guys may have gotten caught up. I think I'm sure. Yes, so both McLarens do have wing damage. Oh, that's a lot of wing damage there for MC Hammer. And he's going to be caught up in the pits as well due to the double stack from his teammate as well. So that's more interesting. What's happened with XTR Red? He's already gone down the order. Oh, no, he hasn't. That's a stupid glitch. I hate this game sometimes, realistically. So XTR Red leads the Grand Prix as of now. Yet to score a point in this season, looking very confident and very permissible in that AlphaTauri. I'm not sure if permissible is a word, to be honest. It's the Mercedes safety car of this race. I'm not sure, do we have the Aston Martin safety car in this? I'm pretty sure we do. Surely we would. Anyway, we're just going to wait for this safety car to come back up. We've still got plenty of racing, plenty of strategy left to come in. Let's see who can win this race. Surely XTR Red can get some decent points. Sure, maybe he might get the win. We never know. Wedgie is behind him on a very aggressive 2-stop because he's on the softs. He'll be going on to another set of mediums, then another set of mediums. Oh, sorry, just mediums, then mediums. Wants to play it quite risky. He'll go softs, then mediums after this. But we're just going to wait now for the safety car to come in. Still got another lap to go. Also, Wedgie is coming in for a stop. How curious. He's going to be right at the back as well. What on earth has happened there? Has something happened? He's going onto a set of mediums, so he's waited a lap, but he's going to be seriously compromised by that pit stop. He's going to seriously compromise this race by going onto those mediums. He's going to have to do another stop, and I wouldn't think it's on to. So we've got both Ferraris in last as of now. Wiles having to come in again, do a wing change and go into hard tyres, so I suspect he'll go to the end on those. How curious, both Ferraris down out of where Wedgie appears no fault of his own. I didn't seem to see any issues, but maybe this is Saul's strategy. Or maybe he'll tell me later or something. This is all part of the master plan, the Ferrari master plan, we know about that. But yeah, we're just waiting for this safety car to come in so we can get racing again with XTR Red leading from the two Hasses of Matt Vell and R7 Luke, then Martin in the Aston, followed by Kills Rapid and Tommy. Should be more than interesting to see what goes down here. Will we have a first time winner this season? Will we have a repeat winner? What will happen? All that to come now. So race control confirmed, safety car will be in this lap. XTR Red will want to back up the pack as much as he can to try and keep them all behind him and cool down their tyres while he races up the distance. He's gone quite early, I think. No, he hasn't. He's getting more heat into those tyres. So he has all the chances, all the time in the world until that line, until the start-finish line. So he can back this pack up all the way, pretty much all of the straight. But he might go. He's going to want to go fairly soon. He's hammering the throttle. He's gone. As Breezy retires from the session, if Lizard King gets a 5-second penalty, Breezy's already out of the race. I'm not even sure what's happened there. The safety car has come back out, is it? No, it hasn't. We are green flag running. We've got the two Hasses going wheel to wheel. One of them going wheel to wheel. One of the Aston Martins. The Aston Martin's getting very pikey. Not pikey. That's not very nice. Getting very spiky. Is it? I don't, it doesn't really matter. They're going wheel to wheel. Here, Kills Rapid with Martin onto the second straight. Kills Rapid's going to get a better exit than Martin is. Tommy's going to have a go as well. They're going to go nearly three wide into that turn. Oh, and there's contact there. There is contact there. Not sure if Tommy got any damage from that. Hopefully not. But he's going very close. He's going wheel to wheel with his teammate, and they are really not letting anything go. I think there might have been a touch there from one of the Astons, as Tommy is sent weaving around behind his teammate, as his teammate manages to get ahead of him. But Kills Rapid managed to make a brilliant move on both Aston Martins. Absolutely fantastic. He leads the race on the soft compounded tyre. He is the leading soft compound tyre runner, I should say. Going through the castle section, nice and tight, all over the place. Sector 2, we have a crash. We have someone crashing. Who is that? Is that Loopy? It is. I think he... what's happened there? He's lost a bit of his front wing. There's debris all over the track. What has gone on here? As Unseen manages to get in front of Stone Elk there on, I think, that straight there, unless... they were just going wheel to wheel a bit. But anyway, back on with the racing. XTR Red continues to lead this Grand Prix with a second difference from Matt Vell. I think Matt Vell maybe just managed to get the best out of his teammate, but he's going to be setting his scope on XTR Red now for the lead of the Grand Prix. These top three contenders are all on the medium compound tyre. They're all in the strongest position for strategy-wise. It should be more interesting to see what goes on here. We've got a lot of battling going here. We've got 4 people going into the pits. We have Doverman, we have Tommy, we have Stone Elk, we have Antonio. I think there might have been a bit of contact around the castle section. As we've got a lot of people. Yes, Tony has a wing change. Stone Elk has a wing change, I think. Yeah, wing change for Antonio, wing change for Loopy, wing change for maybe Tommy, Doubleman, not too sure. But while previously in last, actually now up to P12 on the hard tyres, he'll be going to the end. He should be able to make it last 26 laps. Those tyres will be about 22 laps old. by the time they get to the end. So he's going to have to do a lot of tyre saving in order to make them last. XTR Red continues to lead this Grand Prix from Matt Vell with just a 1 second advantage. That castle section seems to be quite critical, and setups will play a huge part in these guys racing as well. If one's able to maximise their straight line speed as well as the castle section, they can gain so much time here. But as of now, XTR Red does lead this Grand Prix with more than a second's advantage over Matt Vell, who won't get any DRS on him just yet, but DRS will be enabled, I think, as XTR Red comes across the line this lap. So looking at the front battle here, so XTR Red is going to be wanting to get the better of the traction over Matt Vell. As of now, he seems to have done it. He maintains that 1.2 second gap between himself and the Haas. Any mistake is critical here, absolutely critical. But he does seem to be increasing his chances ever so nicely. It's up to 1.3, nearly 1.4 seconds. He has to nail every single turn, and he does that very nicely through that section there, short shifting ever so nicely to get good traction, and he maintains that lead and that gap. Now here comes the most tricky bit, the castle section, cutting that corner ever so nicely. Brilliant job from him. Now through the castle section, nice and close on the walls, braking hard, and touch deep there, cuts across there. Brilliant stuff from there. From XTR Red there, and he's increased his gap to nearly 1.4. As of Matt Vell and R7 Luke, he's managed to keep his gap. Let's go to Martin and Kills Rapid. Martin is within the DRS range of Kills Rapid. The only three drivers left on the soft compound, Kills Rapid, Martin and Posted Lad down in P6. Martin and Kills Rapid. Martin is going to have a go at Kills Rapid. Whether he uses up some ERS here, let's have a look here. He's going to be using some ERS, but Kills Rapid has plenty of ERS left to defend. That's quite a risky move from Martin there, using up that ERS, especially on that twisty section there. He's got quite little left. He's going to maintain, I think maybe that was just to keep himself within DRS range. He needs to keep that DRS, and he can't touch his ERS button too much, because the ERS really goes on this track very, very quickly, and you can't recover it as quickly as you would have liked. Wyle manages to get in front of DTV actually as well, with a very nice move there, going round down the inside, using DRS, going a bit wide there on the exit. Tommy on the medium tyre sets the fastest lap. He's down in P13. He's got some ground to make up after, I think, a bit of collision and a bit of damage just after that safety car. Yes, at the end of the safety car. XTR Red continues to lead this race. He just has to keep it calm, keep it composed, and pray for no other safety cars, because this race is his to lose as of now. Actually, that's maybe a bit harsh, because we haven't done any stopped yet. So it should be interesting to see what strategy he goes for. I would think he'll go into the hard compounded tyre. That's my bet. Because if he goes into the mediums again and then soft, he's going to have to gain a pretty big advantage or pray for another safety car in order if he wants to take this win. He's absolutely flying here, going through the S's here onto the main straight. He's nearly got a 2 second gap to Matt Vell. Absolutely brilliant showing from XTR Red here after a very disappointing start to the season. He's really showing his form here today. Martin is the first. Oh no, yes, Martin and Posted Lad both pit on 7-lap-old soft compound tyres. Kills Rapid is going to have to pit on the next lap in order to cover off that undercut, I think, from Martin. Martin goes on to medium tyres, so he's going to have to pit again later onto another set of mediums, I would think. Unless he can make the tyre wear stick, that is. Posted Lad, I think, did he post it? Was Posted Lad ahead? Martin? I'm not sure about that one, but Martin, he comes out just in front of his teammate. So this should be very interesting to see what happens here between the two Aston Martins. Tommy is going to get DRS on his teammate. He's going to have more speed, and but he isn't able to make any moves as of yet. Martin will have fresher tyres, but only by 2 laps, so I don't think there'll be too much of a difference there. And we have a bit of fighting going on here. Postulad managed to get in front of Wedgie in the Ferrari. Absolutely brilliant stuff there. So now it's a 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit, the line on the pit entry. Or crossing on the pit exit, I should say. Rather unfortunate for him to see him down in 18th place. However, XTR Red continues to lead this Grand Prix with a 2-second gap from his current rival contender, Matt Bell, for the win. Matt Bell's teammate, R7 Luke, I think he was just lifting off the throttle a bit there. And we have yellow flags in sector 3. Who is that? That is Kills Rapid is out, and we have a safety car deployed. We have Kills Rapid out of this race, and he is bang in the middle of the circuit there as well. So everyone's going to have to watch out when they come through there. Hopefully there's no more accidents on that bit there. Everyone just managing to avoid the carcass of Kills Rapid there. Yeah, everyone's having to brake quite hard there. Loopy will be the final man coming through. R7 Luke pits for hard compound tyres. Matt Bell and XTR Red don't think it's time yet. They've still got plenty of life left in those mediums. Those mediums will do about 13-14 laps-ish. So they've got plenty of time to kill. Maybe another safety car will help them out, but R7 Luke's going to have a very interesting race from here on out. Everyone now off the softs, I say that, and then Antonio goes onto the soft. Interesting strategy call there. Wedgie having to change his wing again. Very disappointing here from the Ferrari. Not the race he would have wanted. XTR Ray continues to lead this Grand Prix with a 2.5 second gap. But another safety car would mean his lead is going to be compromised somewhat. Apologies, XTR Red also pits alongside Matt Vell onto hard tyres. These guys gave it another lap before they were coming to the pits, or maybe they didn't have time, but they come out still in front of MC Hammer, who's made a huge... he comes to the pits now as well. He was having quite a good race there. Is he going to come out in front of this traffic? He might just, actually. He's got Lizard King to clear, but it should be interesting to see. Will he come out in front? He might come out in front of Lizard King. He's doing quite well considering he started down. I think it was in P19, I do believe. Yes, he's up 13 places. Brilliant showing. Lizard King also having a very good race in the AlphaTauri. I remember XTR was complaining somewhat because his teammate wasn't there. But he's got a teammate now, and they're making, Lizard King's making some inroads here. Should be interesting to see what these two can do. Now that XTR Red's got some backup, maybe Lizard King can put some pressure on those Hasses who are really pressurising XTR Red for that race win. But as of now, this is a second safety car that is out this race, and XTR Red leads the Grand Prix after pitting, and he now maintains the lead. So all he has to do is hope there isn't another safety car and this race is in the bag for him. Posted Lad might have a bit of speed, but he's going to have to pit again. So Lizard King's going to have to pit again as well. He might be able to get fastest lap for his team. But again, let's not rule out any of these other guys. I think something happened with the Aston Martins, because Martin's down in P14 after starting P3 on the grid, I do believe. P4, I should say. And so did Wedgie. A really unfortunate race from him. on his day can be really strong. Just really sad to see this from the Ferrari man. Tommy also down in P11, the current championship, the defending world champion, down in P11. It's really, really sad to see. However, we are now just waiting for this safety car to end and see what will occur when it comes to an end. Apologies for the pause in the stream there, guys. Just wanted to move the broadcast bar on my screen from the top left to the middle, just so I can see the number of laps left in this race. We have 15 laps to go, I do believe. So plenty of time for this race to completely turn on its head. But as of now, XTR Red leads from Matt Vell and R7 Luke, Posty Lad and Lizard King. As of now, here in Baku for Tier 1 RCRL. This should be a more than interesting race to see what occurs. This should be a very interesting race. Hopefully we'll be able to see XTR Red get some of his first points this race, but what a way to do it. First points this season, I should say. It was a very strong contender for points last season. Sadly been off the pace for the first few races, but he's been on very good form for this race as of now. Hopefully I'm not jinxing this too much, and obviously I'll back all the rest of you guys for points as well. Matt Vell, R7 Luke, all the way down to Stone Elk. You guys all deserve points. We're just focusing on the front runners for now. Should be more than interesting to see. When's the safety car coming in? That's what I want to know. Hopefully at this lap. I think Stone Oak might just hold up the pack just a touch longer for another lap. If it does, I'll just take a quick break and wait for the safety car to come in. Race control confirms safety car will be coming in this lap. XTR Red continues to lead this Grand Prix as he did at the end of the last safety car. This time he's on the fresh hard tyres. He doesn't need to stop again unless he absolutely has to. He's going to be backing up the pack. He's going to be trying to heat into those tyres. He wants to get those tyres nice and toasty so he can continue to lead this Grand Prix from Matt Vell. But don't count anyone else out of this Grand Prix. There's still plenty of time left for a last minute safety car or a last minute crash. You never know what will happen. When will XTR Red go? He's gone now. He's backed up the pack enough. Matt Vell's going to get a bit of a slipstream down to turn 1. He's really backed up the pack quite a bit there. And Luke. Oh, and they go 3 wide. Postad makes an absolutely fantastic move on R7 Luke there. Absolutely brilliant there from Posty Lad on the Hassman. Oh, but the Hassman goes into him. Oh, no. Has R7 Luke gone into him? I didn't manage to catch that, but we've got so much drama, so much carnage going on here. MC Hammer's made an absolute flyer, and he does touch Lizard King a bit there, and I don't think he had too much wing damage. Oh, but there's damage there. There's definitely damage there. We got that all on camera. Merc Fusion is now out of this Grand Prix. Hopefully there's no safety car just yet, but who's that got into the wall there? That's R7 Luke in the Haas. He's gone into the wall, and he's lost all of his suspension and all of his front wing. Just some yellow flags, hopefully for XTR Red sake he doesn't get a safety car, but it shouldn't compromise him too much. Lizard King and MC Hammer are through. A brilliant move from Posty Lad there into turn 1 on the Haas. Absolutely fantastic. Really got to give him props there. Goes wide there into the turn through the car section. He's going to be under pressure from Lizard King, I think. But Lizard King's under pressure from MC Hammer. And on scene, the whole field is extremely close as Wedgie gets in front of DTV there on a absolutely outstanding move through the fast left-handers there. This midfield battle is really teasing up as we just look real quick. Matt Vell does have a 3-second penalty, so even if he does get in front of XTR Red, he's going to have to clear him by 3 seconds, and with the same level of hard compound tyres as XTR Red, these guys all being on similar pace, that seems fairly unlikely to have happened. XTR Red could be on for an absolutely astounding win here in Baku, hopefully, as MC Hammer gets past. Oh no, Lizard King does come into the pits. I think he might have had some damage from that instance of turn 1, but MC Hammer is under a lot of pressure now from everyone behind him, from Unseen in particular. Unseen's also under a lot of pressure from the Ferrari and the Aston Martin, but particularly the Ferrari has got an absolutely astounding run on him. Excuse me, they're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 3 with ERS bang wide open. Is Weil going to try the switchback manoeuvre? No, he isn't, because Tommy's right there on his tail, and they're not going to be able to make an overtake just here. Very tricky manoeuvre to be able to do so if you want to make an overtake here. It is entirely possible though. MC Hammer continues to lead this field of back markers. Posty Lad is managing to gain a much needed advantage. He's going to need to pit again, I do believe. But absolutely brilliant move from Posty Lad there. Absolutely fantastic. Matt Vell is going to try and catch up with XTR Red. We've got some yellow flags as Antonio has in fact spun. Really unfortunate to see after his very strong performance in Bahrain actually a couple of weeks ago. He spins around. This is a very technical circuit, a very tricky circuit to get your head round. We're not even halfway through this Grand Prix, and we've already had drama, chaos, and absolute scenes here. And we've got another yellow flag, and I think Wedgie has spun around as well. I think he may have taken that hard, really harsh exit of that turn there, going to turn 15, I do believe it is, because it was just so iconic. Weil gets overtaken by Tommy on the straight, surprisingly, because Tommy is actually on the harder compound of tyre. Maybe he made a bit of a mistake there. We'll never know. DTV is getting overtaken by Merc Fusion there. They're going to go wheel to wheel through on the main straight. I suspect DTV might go for a bit of a move here on Merc Fusion, but Merc Fusion does manage to stay in front of him. Absolutely fantastic move there from Merc Fusion's. We're down to 15 drivers now, 5 out of the race. XTR Red continues to lead this Grand Prix, helping that curb a touch. He might lose a bit of time there, but he continues to lead now by 2 seconds to Matt Vell. He just needs to maintain his pace and maintain that gap and hope his tyres don't fall off too early, because Matt Vell will be right there. Posty Lad also P3, very strong performance from him so far. He'll hopefully be able to score some decent points here, hoping there's no more safety cars. A lot of the time safety cars will come out early because of all the carnage that happens at the start. Oh, and I saw him go towards that, and I knew he'd lose his front wing there. And MC Hammer's out! MC Hammer is out of this Grand Prix. What has happened to MC Hammer? Has he gone into he's pulled an I am stupid, and the safety car has come out again. Hopefully that's going to be very happy about that, I think. He'll be able to go on to another set of mediums and go to the end of the Grand Prix, while as the two front runners, XTR Red and Matt Vell, what are they going to do is the question. What are they going to do? XTR Red is in a very critical position here. If he chooses to stay out, he's going to have to stay out, and that may compromise his race, it may not. What is he going to do? What is the faster option here? Does he have another set of medium tyres to go on? Is he coming into the pits? Yes, he is. Yes, he is coming into the pits. So is Matt Vell. Posted lad, he's going to come into the pits as well. But he's, so just to cover them all off, unseen, not coming into the pits. He's going to lead this Grand Prix. Tommy coming to the pits though. Wyle, pits. Double Man, pits. Loopy, pits. Mo Fusion, also pits. Stone Elk coming into the pits. Wedgie, pits. We have so many people pitting. It's absolutely chaotic. Unseen now leads this race from Martin, and interestingly, XTR Red has chosen the soft tyres. How interesting. Completely doable, in my opinion, if he's able to just do a touch amount of tyre wear, tyre managing, I should say. Absolutely doable. We had a virtual safety car in Tier 2 and I pitted onto softs. They will go to the end of the Grand Prix. Admittedly, they'll fall off at about after about 8 laps. So we'll have to make sure he clears all these cars. But he's in a very strong position here. Where is his rival? Matt Vell is behind 2 cars. He'll have to clear these both. He's on medium tyres, so he'll have pace later on. But XTR Red will need to do some time management. And if you're wondering how time management works, I'm going to tell you my theory. I heard this from Nico Rosberg. Apparently what you need to do is you need to take fast corners that you normally take at high speeds a lot slower. So in this case, this would be the fast left-right hander before you go onto the main straight. You want to take those, you would want to just lift on there. As you go through the fast two left-handers on the castle section, you want to take those at less speed as well in order to maintain good tyre life, because that's where you're leaning on the tyres the most. That's where the most tyre wear is going to be taken. It's not into those sharp right-handers or sharp left-handers. It's through the long sweeping left-right handers. Where tyre wear really comes into effect. XTR Red could easily win this Grand Prix on those softs. I know I did. It's just a question of whether he can maintain that tyre life, or will Matt Vell catch up with him is the question. Wedgie is also back into contention here. Absolutely. Stone Elk has had absolutely brilliant restart. He was down in P18, I remember correctly. He's up into P4, where admittedly on 6-lap old hard tyres, he's going to have a lot of fast cars behind him, but he's in contention for some very good points here today. As we now wait we're going to go for, I think, at least one more lap if DTB is able to catch up in time, which I'm sure he will be able to, before we restart again here in Baku for the Tier 1 RCRL race. I'm also aware, guys, that there is still something wrong with the stream, and that it is still extremely dark, and it is quite hard for you guys to see all of the racing. Maybe just turn your brightness up a bit, I don't know. I'm really sorry about this whole situation. I hope it isn't too bad for you guys. But as of now, we're going to continue with this race. We have Unseen on 6-lap-old hards, 6-7-lap-old hards, I do believe, leading this race. But from tactically, XTR Red, Martin has made a brilliant comeback from his downfall at the start of this, close to the start of this race. Safety car will be in this lap as well. Unseen will be leading the pack in that Red Bull. Martin, XTR Red closely follow. I'm just going to get some of these details up here now. We're going to stay on the tyre situation again. Oh, look at that. Stone Elk has made 4 stops. He's up into P4. Absolutely fantastic strategy from the Williams guys today. Position change, he's up 6 places, brilliant stuff. Unseen up 14 places again, but XTR Red is going to have so much more speed. He's going to need to conserve his tyres though. That is crucial here. Those on the mediums will still have the pace by the end of the race, while he will not. Unseen goes for the restart. XTR Red's going to have a go at Martin, I'm pretty sure. Sonok is already getting attacked by Wedgie. Martin and Unseen, they're going to be going wheel to wheel. Wedgie manages to get in front of Stone Elk there, I should say. Stone Elk on much older hard tyres. Oh, but Matville goes for a very cheeky switch back there at turn 2, and I think there might have been a bit of contact there with Martin going all the way down the order. There was something happened there. There was something happened between him and Unseen, but XTR Red's now putting a whole load of pressure onto Unseen. Wedgie's up now. He's going to be putting pressure on XTR Red because these two are now the fighting. These two, in my opinion, are fighting for the win. Unseen is not going to have the pace to hold these two behind him. Matville, he still has a penalty. That's going to hold him up. He can only really win this Grand Prix if he properly pulls it out of the bag and pulls a gap by the end of the race and gets in front of these guys. XTR Red is very, very close. He's literally pushing that Red Bull. They're pushing each other through. It's a conga line. Oh, and Wedgie loses it. Wedgie loses it going through the castle section, meaning XTR Red is now in prime contention for this win here today. He's got Matt Vell behind him, who has a time penalty though. XTR Red less than a 10th behind. Is he going to make a move here? He's going to make a move here. They're going wheel to wheel into the final, into the last section. And then XTR Red gets in front of him. I don't think Unseen put too much of a fight there. And Unseen does get a time penalty there, I do believe, for multiple warnings of corner cutting. So he'll have a 3-second time penalty as well. He's going to have speed. He won't have DRS just yet, but he will have plenty of ERS. But XTR Red just needs to hold him off. He's got the soft tyre. He's going to have more grip. He's going to have more pace. Posty Lad's going to have more pace, more than that. He gets in front of Stone Elk. Doubleman gets in front of Stone Elk. Absolutely fantastic racing from Posty, I should say, today. Doubleman's having a very good race as well. DTB also gets in front of YL. Really disappointed to see that from Wedgie, though. In a prime position, I think Dirty M might have just caught him out a bit too much. But he manages, unfortunately spins around. XTR Red, now Matt Vell and Unseen are going wheel to wheel, meaning that XTR Red is going to get so much more speed. And yes, they bang wheels there, and there's a huge crash there. And the stewards are going to have a very good look at that, as Unseen and Matt Vell is all the way down. He's not out of this race, but he's going to have damage. Tommy now. So now XTR Red, a safety car again? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Well, this went from 0 to hero, from hero to 0, and then 0 to hero all over again. We have 7 laps. For God's sake, this commentary's going to last forever. You guys are going to have to listen to me forever. XTR Red now leads. Tommy has come out of nowhere with Posty Lad now in P3, Doubleman P4, and we have 6-7 laps of this Grand Prix left. What on earth is going to happen here? Another safety car. I'm sick and tired of safety cars coming out, because it just wastes so much of my time, and I just have to pretty much sit here in silence the whole time. No real racing, no real fighting, but it's been absolutely chaotic and nuclear Grand Prix. DNFs all over the place. A potential first point scorer this season, potentially getting his first win with the defending world champion right behind him. What on earth is going to happen? We're now going to wait for this safety car to come to a conclusion. We've got quite a few people pitting as well. I think that's Unseen actually, and Matt Vell, both with damage, as well as Weil, Antonio and Wedgie, all with damage coming in now. We're going to wait for this safety car to come to an end before we continue with this commentary. It's going to be a hectic last few laps of this Grand Prix with many people on very new softs. Will they last? Will they not? Who will win this Grand Prix? Will it be Tommy? Will it be Posty Lad? Will it be Dublin Man? Will it be Stone Elk? He's on 10 lap old hard. No offence, Stone. I can't see you winning this because you've got because pretty much everyone behind you is on fresh soft tyres. Well, fucking brilliant job though, mate. Coming back from where you come from. P7, no, okay, P10. No, you did a good job, mate. Did a very good job. But you were down like all the way down like last at one point. Gotta love to see it. Anyway, back to the race. DTV as well, absolutely brilliant performance, as well as Motor Fusions and Unseen and Weil. Weil's had a bit of a... These Ferraris are all over the place with their pace. Because, I don't know, Wedgie was in very strong contention there, wasn't he? But he just lost it through the castle section. Maybe the dirty air got to him. He got too trigger happy on the throttle. Very sad to see, really. But this is also going to help XTR Red as well. But also the rest of those, not just XTR Red, but also everyone who's pitted earlier for the soft tyres, because they're not going to be wearing out their tyres as much. So their tyres should definitely be able to last till the end now. They'll have about 5 laps of hard fought racing before the checkered flag. And this should be very interesting to see who can take the win here in Baku. If anyone is still joining, welcome back to the race. My name is Wado, I'm your commentator for this evening. You have joined us at a critical time of the Grand Prix. A third safety car has come out, but with XTR Red continuing to lead this race. An absolutely brilliant form from the man in the AlphaTauri. He's got Tommy, the defending world champion, directly behind him, and posted out a very strong drive from him today in the Alfa Romeo in P3. But don't think I'm singling those guys out for winners. This could still be in the hands of Double Man. This could still be in the hands of Stone Up. You never ever know with this league racing, because it's just so tight of a field and such brilliant racing and such chaotic racing as well. You just never know what could happen. We are waiting now for the safety car to come in. There will be coming at the end of this lap, I can tell. We have just 5 laps of racing to go after this. It's going to be a chaotic last 5 laps. It's going to be a mental 5 laps. Do not go anywhere. All that to come. Apologies if the stream paused again. I was just readjusting the stream bar because now I can see when the safety car's coming in. It will be in this lap, I can tell. Unless I'm backing up the pack, which they're not, it will be in this lap. XTR is really throwing the car around those turns to get heat into those tyres. Tommy is right on his tail though. Do not count any of these guys out of this race. Will any of these get time penalties to really secure the spot? Who knows? There are so many different contenders for this race, but currently our top 3 are XTR Red. We've got Tommy, we've got Post Lad, Dublin Man's there as well, Stone up there, but I suspect he'll just be holding off the rest of the back markers on a whole load of fresh soft tyres. What will happen here today? When's XTR Red going to go? He's got to go soon. When's he going to go? When's he going to pin that throttle? He's got DRS. No, he doesn't actually. But he's going now. He's going now. He's not wasting any time. Tommy is right on his tail. He's going to get a slipstream down into turn 1. He's going to pull out to the side. He's not going to make a move just yet. Post Lad is under pressure from Double Man though. all about traction here now. It's all about traction. Let's have a look at that gap. Less than 3/10 of a second. XTR Red leads from Tommy. Tommy will have DRS on him. He's in a much stronger position to win this race than XTR Red is. It's all about consistency from here on out. XTR Red's had an absolutely brilliant race so far. He's maintaining that gap very nicely. He seems to have practiced a lot here. Tommy does lose the rear end there, and he is managing to build that gap. We have a yellow flag, sector 1. I'm not going to bother with that because we're watching these top guys right here. And Tommy is now under pressure from Posty Lad. The gap is now 7/10. Can XTR Red clear that DRS time? Can he clear that critical 1 second gap before the DRS opens up? This section is critical, absolutely critical. 9/10, nearly a second separates XTR Red and Tommy. What is going to happen here? DTV makes a brilliant move there. Very nice move on the inside, I should say, of Stone Elk, but Stone Elk is still fighting for position. They're going to go wheel to wheel through turn 15, and there's a bit of contact there, maybe a bit of damage here and there, but oh my goodness, what absolutely fantastic wheel to wheel racing we have going on here. Oh no, XTR Red loses it! XTR Red has lost the rear end. Tommy now leads the race from Posted. The man almost guaranteed to have won this race loses his... I would be pretty angry as well. Hopefully that doesn't bring out the safety car. I don't think it will. It's quite late in the race. What would have been a magical first point scoring finish for XTR Red ends in disaster. As interesting move there from Antonio. We won't say too much on that front. But now all Tommy has to do is maintain that gap from himself and Posted Lad. Dublin Man now almost inconceivably out of the points. He's on for a good, very strong podium finish here. I did say double, you never know. The Red Bulls could be on for a podium finish here. I suggest maybe a double podium, but absolutely brilliant performance here from the Red Bull. Please don't cock it up now, mate. Like, we've had enough for heartbreak here today with XTR Red losing it. That was absolutely heartbreaking there. Heartbreaking to see. Would have got his first point of the season as a win if he was able to hold Tommy, and it was looking very, very possible to hold him off. Absolutely brilliant pace from the man in the AlphaTauri. But Tommy is now in very strong contention to win this race. But Posted Lad's also in strong contention. He's going to get DRS for these last 2 laps. All he has to do is manage his ERS, which he has plenty of. But then again, so does Tommy, but he doesn't want to use too much of it. Posted Lad does have DRS. Not yet, actually. Take that back. Posted Lad will have DRS this lap. Sector 3, yellow flag. That is Martin of in the Aston Martin making his debut here. Now DRS is enabled. Tommy is now going to be under extreme pressure from Posted Lad. Can he hold him off? Is the main question. The gap is decreasing ever so slightly per lap. Ever so slightly. Posted Lad has got the speed. He's got the pace. He just has to keep it consistent through these very, very short, very sharp, very tight turns. And he's doing a very good job so far, maintaining that gap at around 5/10. No penalties for these guys. Dublin Man's cruising in the background. If these two were to crash into each other, Dublin Man would take home the win. Brilliant showing from Dublin Man here today. Posted Lad an even stronger showing, and Tommy not looking maybe somewhat on the back foot for the first few races of the season. He has a bit of a moment there, I think, going through those turns there. All these tyres wearing off. We saw XTR Red completely lost it on the fast left-right hander. Absolutely heartbreaking to see there. But Posted Lad's going to get DRS. And he's got more ARS to sway. He's got more ARS to serve, I should say. He's got more ERS to use. He's going to have more pace. He's going to have more straight line speed. The question is, can he make it stick? He's going to make a move now. He's going for it. He's going for it. But Tommy is on extremely low amounts of ERS. Postulad just has to get a good exit here. He's going to get not as good as an exit as he would have liked, but he's going to get DRS again here. Braking late, going on to the second main straight. He's going to get DRS. He's going to be using up his ERS. He wants this lead. He's going for it. He's going for it. They're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 3 here. Braking early, braking late. Tommy goes for the switchback move. Can he make it stick? I don't think he can, because Postulad's going to cover off the inside. An absolutely fantastic move, but he does get not too good of a traction there. And but now, but Tommy's going to get even more traction out of that turn there. But Posty has made a brilliant move for the lead there and now leads this Grand Prix. He has 1.5 laps left to make it stick. Is he going to make it stick is the question. And Tommy loses it from... you guys saw that. You guys saw that. Huge clunk of the front wing for Tommy there. And he's lost a bit of time there. Doubleman is creeping ever so forward, ever so further forward. The gap is less than a second between Tommy and Doubleman. Oh, it's just about a second. Tommy's also going to have DRS and Postulad, but Tommy's going to be under immense pressure now from Doubleman as well. He's going to have more speed because his tyres are going to be not wearing off as much. Is this where Doubleman comes home to take the win? Because he was able to play the strategy perfect. What is going to happen here? He does seem to have more speed. Tommy has absolutely no ERS left. Postulad is in a very strong contented position for this win. There you saw that flashing red light on the back of Tommy. You can see that there. Stoner gets a 3-second time penalty. But you can see Tommy is out of ERS, which means he's not going to be able to defend anything from Doubleman, who does have a touch amount of ERS more. What is going to happen here? Postulad, all he has to do is keep the gap. We are on to the last lap of this Grand Prix here in Baku. Postulad has kept it calm, he's kept it patient, he's kept it moving, and now he is leading this Grand Prix ahead of the defending world champion Tommy. And he is increasing that gap ever so more, and now he's clear of the DRS. Oh, not anymore. Will Doubleman make a move on Tommy for the last lap of the race? What is going to happen here? Tommy has lost time to Postulad and to Doubleman now. What is happening? Doubleman clearly has more grip than him. It's those medium tyres coming in fast. Tommy has hardly any ERS to save. Doubleman has a touch more. Can he make this move? Can he make a move for P2? Can he make it stick? He has more grip. He has more speed. What is going to happen on the last straight? We are coming onto the last straight here, into the final sector for this final lap of this Grand Prix. Chaos and drama and tears ending for nearly half of the drivers here today. Postulad, he's kept it calm, he's kept it composed, starting P8 on the grid. He's going to open up he's not going to open up the DRS. He's going to come across the line to win the Azerbaijan. And Doubleman does make the move. He's made it stick. And Tommy's lost his front wing. And Doubleman gets in front of Tommy for P2 in this Grand Prix. Merc Fusion comes home for P4. Matveld P5 with his time penalty. DTV with P6 unseen. He's still yet to finish, but he's going to be coming across the line now for P7, I would think, unless he's got some time penalties to clear up. He's got 3 seconds, that shouldn't affect it all too much. He comes across the line for P7, P8 will go to Wedgie, and up and down race for him, absolutely. That's one way to finish the race. Martin comes across the line now to finish in P9, P10 will now go to Whitehall, and Stoner will take P11. An unfortunate race for him, up and down for him as well, just like the Ferraris, but again, he's kept it calm and consistent, unlike quite a few drivers here today. It's been a chaotic race, but that is it here today. We're going to get our podium... actually, sorry, we can't get any podiums today, I'm afraid. I was going to say we're going to get you guys on the podium. Unfortunately, we can't do the podiums because for some reason it doesn't let you include your audio on my stream. But Postulad has taken the win here in Azerbaijan, an absolutely fantastic win for him in the AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo I should say. Doubleman comes home with a brilliant P2. Tommy, a very good podium finish for him. But absolute heartbreak for RCRL, who is leading the Grand Prix as well. It's very disappointing to see him crash out like that. But there is your rundown for this race today. My name is Roboto. Thank you very much for watching this race. Hope to see you next week.